Now, we're talking today to Darren and Karen from the Old Cottage Bed and Breakfast in Oban. Now, guys, amazing images you've got and video that I've seen of your place. It looks amazing. I'm going to holiday there myself, first chance I get. How did you guys get together and how did you get into the bed and breakfast game?
Well, thanks for your kind words, Steve. Karen and I got together it was about 2014, and we met via the online dating
Brilliant.
group, Match.com, and Karen was already you were already running a bed and breakfast back then, and you'd always said that you'd like to run a bed and breakfast in the west of Scotland.
Yes.
We've got connections to Scotland, both of us, and yeah, our sort of dream came forward probably more sooner than we imagined. A voluntary redundancy scenario happened with my work, and then from then on, we thought, right, we'll go for it. We'll sell our respective houses and have a look and see if we can find that dream property. Very fortunately, we did.
Brilliant. And again, there's no coincidences in this world. So the redundancy situation was probably destined to happen, and the Match.com threw you together, and now you're providing amazing experiences for people in a lovely part of the world. Talk a bit about Oban for people who've never been to the west of Scotland, and what it holds for people who visit from anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world.
Oman is beautiful, and it's the ferry port to go to the islands. It's also famous for its seafood. I think it's the UK seafood capital of Scotland. Many good restaurants and lovely independent shops and cafes. There's also some lovely beaches very close, and a couple of old castles to visit.
So a beautiful part of the world.
Yes.
Yeah, it's. I think it has. Argyll has a lot of variation as well in its scenery, from the sandy beaches to the cliffs to the hills and mountains. There's ancient oak woodland as well that runs all the way down the western side of Scotland, particularly Argyll as well. So we're just outside Oban, and we think that gives the best of both worlds: the nice town resort, holiday resort option as well, but also the ability to get away from it. And we think here we've got a beautiful spot. You can actually see 41 miles down the Sound of Jura from here, down to the island of Islay, also Jura, Shuna, Scarborough, and then all the boat trip operators are close by to take you out to those islands if you want to go.
And Little Bay is kind of the gateway to the islands, isn't it? Is that correct?
That's right. There are many islands you can go to from here by the ferries. Are also quite short ferry trips of about 5 or 10 minutes just to get to an island with your car to explore for the day.
Yeah.
Such as
And people can do all sorts of things. So there's walking, nature study, horse riding, kayaking, paddle boarding, exploring the islands, photography. Beautiful scenery for photographers. People who really enjoy taking good photos. And there's ancient monuments. I think is there an ancient monument quite close to your property?
Yes, that's right. We have an Iron Age dun, which a dun or hill fort. They're particularly well known in the west of Scotland, and there were lookout points around sort of 500 BC, maybe
Amazing.
between there and 500 AD. So we have one of those. There are about 60 castles in Argyll as well, all in some ruins, some sort of with quite a bit left to see. Abbeys, historic stone circles, there are standing stones, prehistoric rock art, mansion houses. Yeah, there's all sorts, plenty.
Yeah, within about 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Drive.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, well, that all sounds amazing. So a great place to visit. Now, your particular property, we're looking at 4 bedrooms, full bed and breakfast. There's facilities in the garden where the guests can get together with you guys, or they can do their own things as well. There's beautiful views there as well. So tell us about the bedrooms. We're looking at 4 double bedrooms, is that correct?
We have 2 king bedrooms, so they're pretty large and spacious. We have 1 double room, which is still quite of a reasonable size. And then our 4th room is a twin room. And the last 2 rooms that I mentioned, those can be booked together because there's a bathroom that potentially is in between the two rooms, and you can have a family come and stay and essentially have their own private area of the property.
Or friends can stay together, can't they?
Yeah,
To share the
friends.
same
That's
bathroom.
right.
And with regards to the breakfast, then I think you've got a good reputation. I've seen some of the feedback from your customers. You've got a great reputation for lovely breakfast, but you do like the full Scottish breakfast so that people can sample the full Scottish breakfast in all its glory. But you also do vegan and gluten-free breakfasts as well.
That's right, we do. Yes, yes, we have special menus for people for all different diets.
Brilliant. And for obviously the guests, then after that they're on their own. They can look after themselves, but there's plenty of high quality fish restaurants, as you said, and other restaurants quite close by. Actually, some of them are only a couple of minutes walk away.
Yes, yeah, that's correct, Steve. We've got
Mm.
we were very lucky to have the Loch Melfort Hotel just below us, and that has a couple of different menus. And as you say, it's just a 2-minute walk away. That's all. We've got at least 3 other restaurants and eateries within about 10 minutes from here, just a short drive, and then there are more and more as you go out in either direction, really. And yeah, there really is no place, no problem to find somewhere for a good meal.
And family friendly. A lot of places are not dog friendly these days. They don't invite dogs. Now, I don't think you take dogs just now, but the dogs are welcome to stay in the guest car if they're happy with that. And I suppose that keeps the option open for people to say, well, it's kind of an in between, isn't it? You know, there is a solution there for people who might be looking for a dog friendly place, but this doesn't need to necessarily put them off. And I think it's a good option, isn't it, to have?
Yeah, it's because it's a single story property. There are no stairs to manage. The guests can actually be quite close potentially to our front entrance, so they can easily get out to check on their dog. And there's the opportunity to use water at the front of the house as well to fill up the dog bowl. So it's already worked well for a few guests this year.
Now you've got a page on Awaken Pages, and you're also on Awaken Travel, and I believe recently you had the stars aligned, and you got some guests from both websites appearing at the same time, which is great. So you've got Awakened hosts, Awakened travelers, and Awakened Pages customers. And I believe you had a long session in your guest room where you all sat round and chatted and had a good time. I mean, that's a great experience for people, isn't it, when they're looking for a kind of place to visit, a place to stay, but a place to feel welcome and a touch of old normal in a world gone mad. Was that quite an enjoyable weekend for you then?
It was fabulous. Yes, we just chatted for hours, and we could have gone on right through the night. I think we got on
Yeah.
so well together. We just opened out, and we even
Yeah.
had a couple of teenagers there as well, joined in.
Well, it would be nice to get more of those types of weekends or weeks away and, look at whether, people can pull together and get some dates in the diary and come up and see you guys. And we're definitely up for a slice of that action, because we'll be putting some videos into this particular video as well, just to let people see a bit more of the property. But it's a fantastic property. You've got some amazing photographs on your page. You two are great hosts. You've got a great reputation. You're in a great place. And as I said, we are very, very keen to support you. So thank you for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure. And please, I would say to anybody watching this, check in with the guys. Darren and Karen are there to look after you. I think you will definitely not be disappointed. You'll have a very warm welcome and a wonderful stay. So thank you again for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much, Steve, and thanks to Jane as well.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
All the very best. Thank you.